Hi, myself Rocky, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a fun yet insightful part of Robert Baratheon's reign, the hilarious, carefree nature of his small council before Ned Stark came along. If you've ever wondered why these meetings felt more like a boys' night out than actual governance, buckle up. This is going to be one amusing ride. So, picture this. King Robert, the victor of the rebellion, sits on the Iron Throne. But let's be honest, Robert cared more about wine, women, and hunting than running the Seven Kingdoms. His small council was basically a reflection of his who cares attitude. Now the council meetings should have been serious business, but instead, they often became glorified drinking sessions. From the books, it was clear that Robert never really saw the need for them. He would mumble, "I am surrounded by flatterers and fools," yet he appointed the very people who matched his temperament. Take a look at his team. First, we have Pycelle, the so-called Grand Meister, whose primary function was, well, to agree with anything Robert said. The books even say that Pycelle was often caught dozing off during meetings, nodding along like a sleepy old dog. Then there's Varys, always playing his secretive games, but somehow amused by the laziness surrounding him. And Renly, Robert's younger brother, who cared more about looking good than actual diplomacy. He would joke about tournaments in the middle of strategy meetings, because why not, right? Renly was always up for a good laugh. In A Clash of Kings, Renly actually says, "If we cannot agree on whose banners to fly, perhaps we should ride under the banner of the Red Stallion with an open wineskin." They were so far removed from actual governance, they could have been planning a feast instead of running a kingdom. And then there's Stannis Baratheon, the one guy who actually cared, Robert's opposite in every way. Stannis once stormed out of a council meeting shouting, "I will not sit and dither while Robert drinks himself to an early grave." But that was kind of the point. Robert didn't want someone to tell him what he was doing wrong. He wanted to laugh and forget all his responsibilities, even if it meant ignoring the kingdom's needs. Robert's disdain for his duties is even clearer in the books. He once told Ned Stark, "I'm surrounded by backstabbers, but none of them have the guts to stab me in the front." He knew his council wasn't great at their jobs, but in true Robert fashion, he just laughed it off. To him, ruling the realm was like trying to herd drunk horses. It wasn't happening. He'd rather talk about his next hunt, or, as he once famously said, "Damn the realm, I'll go to the God's Wood." It's said that before Ned joined, these council meetings were full of laughter, gossip, and jokes. No one took anything seriously because Robert didn't. Meetings would get sidetracked with banter about the next tournament, the latest gossip from the brothels, or Pycelle's sleepy sermons. One of the book scenes even hints at Robert joking about sending the whole council to war, knowing full well they couldn't fight a chicken. But beneath the laughter was a dark truth. Robert didn't want to rule. His reign was full of wasted potential, and while his small council was a reflection of his carefree nature, it was also a symptom of a kingdom that was being mismanaged. Even Tyrion, when reflecting on Robert's rule later, says, "Robert had his council, and they let the kingdom rot, laughing all the while." The meetings were fun, sure, but they lacked purpose. And that's what made them both hilarious and tragic. So, the next time you think about King Robert and his small council, remember, it wasn't about ruling. It was about drinking, laughing, and pretending everything was fine. It's no wonder things fell apart when Ned arrived and tried to bring some order. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this dive into Robert's hilariously chaotic council, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the Game of Thrones universe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may your council meetings be more productive than Robert's.